Level 90, the red side of the moon. Urianger is eager to rejoin Ashtola. Brands are ready, I presume. Excellent. With Lopreds having deployed their supporters, we are ready to proceed. Let us rejoin Ashtola post haste and prise open our gate unto the void. My thanks for seeing to the supporters. With this, all is in readiness for the ritual. First, I shall give the order to Alphinaud and Alizé in the Tower of Babel to channel ether to the moon. Once we have amassed a sufficient amount of ether, Urianger and I shall begin our incantations to open a void gate. If all goes well, a tear will form in the fabric of reality, at which point you must activate the brands and put in place the containment seal. That is all. If there are no questions, then let us begin.
Apologies for the wait. The preparations here are finally complete.
Excellent. The Tower 2 is activated. But give the word and we will begin channeling the ether.
Very well then. Make it so.
Make it so.
The moment of truth. By the sisters!
Urianger, commence your invocations. 'Tis time to open our gate. A tear is beginning to form. Quickly, activate the brands. Success. The gate is open, and the seal appears to be in place.
Let's see how well it holds.
What an enormous gate! I dare say the seal doth serve its purpose.
I see all proceedeth apace. Remarkable.
Indeed. Just this moment, a void scent emerged from the gate, by which we may safely assume it leads to the 13th.
It's incredible, Ishtola. Truly incredible. Oh, what an honor it is to have been part of this historic achievement.
A part is an understatement. None of this would have been possible without you and yours. Our success has also served to solidify our understanding of cross-rift travel. The Ascians rejoined reflections to the source by instigating elemental imbalances. These imbalances weakened the barrier between realities, causing the ether of a reflection to flood the source. But why is it that reflections are predisposed to rejoin the source? Why have they never merged with one another?
Thou art suggesting there is a unique property inherent to the source, one responsible for such an outcome.
I am. 'Tis my conclusion that, as the point of origin for the reflections, the source has an innate pull over them. Hydaelyn, I believe, sought to suppress that pull, which is why she was created with the power of light, of stasis. Meanwhile, the power of darkness, of activity, reigns in the void. Hydaelyn's influence would naturally be weaker, and this manifested in the form of planar fissures. Working with this hypothesis, I set my sights upon where the pull was assessed to be strongest, and through our combined efforts we succeeded in opening a gate to the void. Now, I must stress, it was because we sought the void that we succeeded. Pleased though I am to have my theory proven, the secrets of travel to other reflections still elude us. Even so, in the reality that lies beyond the 8th umbral calamity, there are those who found a way to reach the first. I will not rest until I do the same.
One step closer to fulfilling your dream, eh?
Just a step. Many more remain to be taken. Which further motivates me to forestall a void-sent invasion. So come, let us set forth, to find Ashdaya and put an end to Golbez's plot.
Climb upon my back. I shall take us to the gate.
As we did discuss prior, I shall see the alchemists safely home, then together with the Loporrits maintain vigil over the gate.
May the sisters watch over and keep you safe.
Unto the void once more.
Here we go again.
This is the moon of the 13th.
It is. Ever since the flood, it has been a sanguinary orb in the sky.
No void scent. A rather more subdued reception than I had anticipated.
But unsurprising, given how jealously Golbez conceals the location of his domain. Still, we must remain on guard. One of his minions came through the gate, after all, and more may lie in wait.
I do not sense my sister. Where could she be? Where?
Steady, Vritra. We've barely arrived. Let us explore our surrounds before drawing conclusions.
Yes, thou art right. I shall survey the moon from above. The ground I leave to you all.
Good red. We're on the bloody moon. No mounts. The surface of the moon is a grim shade of crimson. Consequence of the flood of darkness, perhaps. No matter how you strain your eyes, you spy no signs of life. In all directions extends a desolate waste without end. You hold your breath in an attempt to catch the faintest noise. Save for the sounds of your comrades, there is nothing. So far, you have failed to find any clues as to Asdaya's whereabouts. Perhaps Zero has noticed something you missed.
The chasm has caught your attention as well. There's some manner of structure below. Worth a look, wouldn't you say?
I too sense something here. This pit much resembles the cradle of darkness on our moon, where Zodiac was once imprisoned. If this place serves the same function, then a fragment of his power must have been sealed in the depths. Strange, though. When Zodiac perished in the Source, I presumed that every aspect of him was thus unmade, and his power scattered. But it's unmistakable. The darkness that permeates this abyss. Could a trace of him yet remain? Or is it something else?
I hear thee, sister. I hear thee. Climb on, my friends. Astaya is here, within this chasm. Drown King. Kom na in öta an.
Probably those, huh?
You were entrusted with Ajdaya's eye, were you not?
Ku-an.
What? How?
Oh,
Pt3, wherefore art thou here? Oh, thank goodness. Tis thee, dear sister, truly thee. How long have I dreamed of this moment? Would that I could have found thee sooner, but I am here now. Let us return home together. The thought filleth me with joy, but I fear it cannot be. Not even with the dragon's might can these chains be broken. For they are forged of the very will of the man named Golbad.
So this is indeed Golbez's domain.
Thou keepest company with mortals? I do. They are my stalwart allies, without whom I could not have come this far. Is that so? Then much time hath passed indeed. It doth feel like only yesterday that we were fighting the void-sent hordes the men of Alec had unleashed on Marasidia. Desperate to save Tiamat, I flew into this lightless world to strike at the heart of the Cloud of Darkness's forces. But the void-sent I slew returned again and again, and before I knew it, the rift betwixt worlds had closed. I was stranded, bereft of strength. Thou didst save the lives of a full many, sister. Today we abide in harmony with men, working side by side and forging enduring bonds. Indeed, in the course of searching for thee, I did cross paths with many a noble mortal, with whom I built a nation of rich diversity. To thee I would show it, my beautiful Razatan. I shall not rest until thou art free. When Golbez found me collapsed, the darkness ravaging my wounds, he spoke and said, "It is but a matter of time before you turn, but I have the power to stop it." And he did, for a price. I would remain myself but bound, an everlasting feast for his minions who supped upon my ether over thousands of years.
What now, then? Does this great worm intend to remain a captive meal for all eternity, not daring to test her chains?
If such is thine attempt at encouragement, mortal, then thou art as graceless as Nidhogg. It was Golbez who did weave this spell, and so his defeat should serve to unravel it. Would it suffice as a show of spirit were I to reveal what I know of the villain?
Now there's a start. So, what can you tell us?
Mayhap in order to sustain the magic, he cannot travel far from this place. He doth prefer to send minions to carry out his will, but on occasion will himself ascend to the moon's surface. And every time without fail he will visit the same location to the south. Something of import lieth there, doubt not.
Well, you heard her. Shall we look into this spot near and dear to our enemy's heart?
Level 90, the red side of the moon, complete. Level 90, Abyssal Dark. 0 would begin the hunt for Golbez. The others have already begun searching for clues. Let us do the same. I'll take charge of this area if you can see to the south. Glint from beneath the rock catches your eye. Oh, well, that was quick.
Did you find something? A memoria. But whose?
Echo.
You have lied, pillaged, and murdered. Have you anything to say in your defense?
No. Every one of them got what they deserved. Trusting fools. Like you would-be heroes. Aye.
You do well to keep a close eye on each other. It always ends the same way. A knife in the back. And better to have the handle towards your hand. You'll see! Oh, yes. You will.
In death, may your soul find salvation.
I can't bring myself to pray for the unrepentant. You're a nobler man than I.
Come now, we are all shaped by these dark times more than we would care to admit. I choose to believe that had these men known peace and plenty, they would not have been consumed by mistrust and avarice.
Victims of the Contra Memoria, then. Like so many others. But we will end it.
Thank you. I shudder to imagine what might have happened if you hadn't dealt with the Dark Ones.
Who is that?
Oh, her? She's like you, I hear. Hunts Memoriats taken by darkness.
Well, well. A kindred spirit. Perhaps we will finally have a new comrade.
No. I've no interest in working with others. Much less someone who looks as suspicious as you.
That's so.
If there's nothing else, I'll be on my way.
Even when we share the same goal, we can't overcome the mistrust. Such is the way of things, the wisdom of our era.
Only a precious few Memoriats remain who cling to the light. Would that we could have won her over.
We'll make do, old friend. We have accomplished much already, and another person may well have been more of a hindrance than help. Now then, our work here is finished. His Majesty has summoned us, so let us not delay. To Baron.
Had another vision of the past, did you? What? I was in it. It's them. The pair I met in that village. Which means the one sealed in this Memoria is...
So, you have come. You, who would oppose our crusade.
Tranquil.
Sister.
You. I know you.
Is that so? From the world before, I dare say. It is impressive enough that you have managed to retain your mortal form, but to remember your past besides. But that is of no moment. You are the Memoriat who vanquished my minions, correct?
And what if I am?
Then I would bid you join me. As a child of our world and slave to the wheel, fight with me for the salvation of all our souls.
Fight with you? More like fight as your pawn. It isn't me you want, but my power. And if I don't obey, you'll bind me like you bound that dragon. But no more. I refuse to be bound ever again. I fight only for myself, and for those in whom I trust. My friends.
I see. A pity. It is for the dragon that you have come, yes? When first you appeared, I thought simply to remove a threat to our plan. Never did I imagine that you would reach this place and gift me a golden opportunity.
Speak plainly, jailer.
Long as it has been imprisoned, this dragon has grown feeble and weak, its spirit extinguished. Your coming has served to rekindle her forgotten hope. Her yearning to be free, to return home. That is the key to our deliverance.
Asdaya, no.
The darkness is ravaging her. She's becoming a void scent.
Rise, O Shadow Dragon, and obey! Kill him.
Sister, please.
Damn you!
Keep our guests occupied.
Save her. I beg thee. Save my sister.
Before darkness swallowed the world, I fought tirelessly in a war without end. The experience taught me to discern the strong, that dragon, and you. Face me.
Rest assured, I need no invitation. I'll deal with you and then I'll free Asdaya. I don't need no invitation. Who is?
Accursed light. You, who have ever basked in its warmth, could never understand our envy, our agony. You will not deny us our release.
Voidcast die, now accessible. Duty Funder has been updated with a new regular duty. Level 90, the Voidcast die. Having opened a void gate of enormous proportions in Mare Lamentorum, you successfully cross over to the moon of the 13th, beneath whose sanguine surface you find the imprisoned Ashdaya. Alas, just when it seems the Great Worm's liberation is in sight, you are forced to watch as she is twisted into a being of darkness by her captor Golbez. So it is that you sally forth into the black-clad villain's conjured stage, there to end his unholy crusade and free Ashdaya from her torment. Oh, well, that was good. That wasn't too long. All right, let's do this. The Voidcast die. Knight in black, Golbez.
Expect no mercy. To destroy you, I shall bring my all to bear. Come, warriors from beyond the rift. If you would oppose our crusade, then come. But know that none shall deny us salvation. This place shall be your tomb. I will free us from the wheel. Where my Rhine-kissed blades.
Supposed to do here, okay.
I will suffer
Right.
no obstacles. No matter the foe, I will stay the course. lightning surge! Such is your power. Come forth, my servant of shadow. With abyssal dark and hero's blade, I bring my people liberation.
Okay, this must be just a raid-wide phase change.
You shall know true terror! Dragon, hear me and obey. Crush them!
Oh, got hit by that.
Bathe them in black flame! My meteors will extinguish your light!
Do my best to keep up.
A raging gale to rend you asunder! Look to the heavens for your doom! You wretch! Come forth, my servant of shadow! Let lightning surge!
Not supposed to stack for these.
A raging gale to rend you asunder!
Okay, they go in order.
Be gone!
Oh, that hit me. That hit me too.
Dragon, hear me and obey. Look to the heavens for your doom. Wear my Rhine-kissed blades.
Oh, I didn't get out the way of it. I thought I had cleared it.
This place shall be your tomb.
Thought I had cleared it.
Crush them.
Down to 30%. They better res that healer. Oh, just LB3. Healer LB.
Render unto me your all.
Yeah, just healer LB and raise us all.
My meteors will extinguish your light.
What the hell? Our healers are down. Looks like we failed this one.
If you would oppose our crusade, then come. But know that none shall deny us salvation. This place shall be your tomb. I will free us from the wheel.
Okay. This is my first time doing this. I don't know all the mechanics. I mean, most of them seem pretty obvious. There's just a lot happening.
I will suffer no obstacles. No matter the foe, I will stay the course. Let lightning surge! Such is your power. Come forth, my servant of shadow. With abyssal dark and hero's blade, I bring my people liberation.
Okay. Last time we had a party wipe on a trial. I mean, like, I've wiped a few times, certainly, but like a whole party wipe is pretty rare. But this one, I guess, is fairly new, so I mean, it's probably not as well known to everybody.
Dragon, hear me and obey. Crush them!
I don't get hit with a Vaughn stack.
Bathe them in black flame! My meteors will extinguish your light! A raging gale to rend you asunder!
Okay, this side first.
forth, my servant of shadow! Let lightning surge!
Oh, we need more over here.
A raging gale to rend you asunder!
Oh, got the wrong way.
Be gone!
Oh no, that got me. That got me too. That just raid wide? Is there nowhere to avoid that? I got like 3 Vaughn stacks too, so.
Dragon, hear me and obey! Look to the heavens for your doom! Wear my rime-kissed blades! This place shall be your tomb! Crush them! Render unto me your all!
No.
My meteors will extinguish your light!
Come on, we're almost there.
Come forth, my servant of shadow! Let lightning surge!
Excuse me.
Gale to rend you asunder!
I didn't see which one was first. We're just gonna stand in the middle here because it was one of those, right?
Be gone!
Come on, get him. Yay, finally.
My power.
I don't know, we just gotta learn it like always.
Even my blade. So, this is the limit of my defiance.
Yeah.
you all right?
What's happening?
At last, the moment is at hand. You may have bested me, but not quickly enough. Too late will you look to the chasm. You've won the battle, but I win the war.
Stop this. I beg of thee. Let her go.
Darkness made manifest once abided in the depths of this abyss, until one day it dispersed in a haze of ether. In the absence of the great flow, that ether has nowhere to return. And so it has coalesced, giving rise to a mighty void scent. Now feast. Feast upon this dragon and its ardent longing for home with it. From the convergence of ancient and newborn, an entity without equal shall emerge, one who shall tear down the barrier between worlds. Upon you, who shall deliver us from eternal damnation, I bestow the name of a hero of Eld. Zeromus! Awaken!
It's like a combination of Zodiac Shard and the Dragon's Ether, whatever.
No matter how powerful, a void scent can be sealed in Memoria. Damn it. It's too strong.
Our warding scales may not hold. Not against a void scent born of Zodiac's ether.
We must retreat. Everyone to me.
Will return, sister, and I will save thee. This I swear. We made it back safely, at least. Level 90, Abyssal Dark, complete. Level 90, the Dark Throne. Ishtola is relieved to be back in the source. In light of this development that we escaped with our lives, it's an accomplishment unto itself. Would that we could have anticipated Ashdaya's yearning to return home could be manipulated in this fashion. Alas, we must now contend with a newborn void sent hell's-bent on breaching the rift. And one with such prodigious strength, Zeromus is unlike anything I have ever seen. The name for an ancient hero, as Golbez said, though none can say if there is even a sliver of truth to the legends. Perhaps Golbez chose it in the hopes of that his champion will do that which no one could in the Contra Memoria, save the world. But a true hero would not damn another world to save his own. And we're not about to let that happen, but regardless, we need to regroup. Aye, loath though I am to admit it, we are in no state to face a void sin of Zeromus's might. Future not least of all, in body and mind both. For now, let us return to Razatan and take stock of the situation. Very well. Might I trouble you to head to Bestway's Burrow and apprise Urianger of the situation? The rest of us shall tend Vitra's wounds before returning to Razatan. Please join us there anon. Ah, thou art returned. I am pleased to say it hath been blessedly uneventful in your absence, but more importantly, what of your mission in the void? Got a bit of a problem. Heavens forfend that Ashdaya should be used to birth a dread void sent born of Zodiark's residual ether. Although we could not have predicted this outcome, there is one small mercy, the void sent containment seal. As we employed the selfsame brands that once imprisoned Zodiark in its creation, the seal should serve to hinder Zeromus. Yet for how long none can say, for our enemy's strength is unknowable, whilst the barrier was erected in haste. Shall rejoin our comrades anon to deliberate measures? Yes, then I shall remain here to maintain my vigil over the seal. Should we observe signs of an impending incursion, rest assured I shall send word without delay. Go well, my friend. Ah, Mr. Dilly, we have been expecting you. When the satrap and your comrades returned earlier, I couldn't help but notice that they were in low spirits. I hope it is nothing too serious. Forgive me, you must be eager to join them if you would follow me. Enter the Megaduda, yes.
Do you remember Ciriato and Farfarello? The cowardly pair of voidsent that dwelled in my domain? Ciriato devoured Farfarello, and in so doing he inherited an all-consuming fear of Barbariccia. For as you know, when a voidsent is devoured, it doesn't simply cease to be. Its soul persists within the devourer, and when a voidsent dies, all the souls that harbored may break free to become individual entities once more. That is to say, by defeating Zeromus, we may yet save Ashdaya. And to make certain that we do, we must remind her of who she is. When the time comes, you must call to her. Call with all your being.
Thy words give me heart, Zero. Thou hast my gratitude.
Then it's settled. Our objective is to defeat Zeromus. While it is unsettling that a void scent could be born of Zodiac's ether, its very nature may render it susceptible to the brands that once contained him. Did Urianger have aught to say? I see. If the seal may not hold for long, then haste is paramount.
Couldn't we just let it come to the source and strike it down here?
Doing so would consign Ashdaya's soul to the ethereal sea. Any attempt to ensure her survival demands that we deal with Zeromus in the 13th.
I could barely go near it. Never mind land a blow. So thick was the shroud of darkness. How do you propose we fight such a foe?
Simple. Against impenetrable darkness, we must wield resplendent light. And it just so happens, there is a world replete with light.
So we're gonna go back to the first.
How we will harness that light, you may leave to me. With our recent discoveries and proven techniques, as well as the aid of comrades near and far, I have faith that we will find a way. But only if I begin my work at once. Rest up while you can, for there will be much to do when I return.
It wouldn't do to be idle while our esteemed sorceress labors tirelessly. I shall be training if you have need of me.
Wait. Allow me to join you. I must become stronger for what lies ahead.
Fine by me. Come on then.
I shall not pass my time wallowing in despair. Using my vessel, I shall attend what preparations I may.
Ashdaya is my sister, and long have I dreamed of saving her. If I am to do so, I must be better than I have been. Blessed though I am to have you and yours as comrades, I cannot well ask you to lift me up every time doubt and despair creep into my heart. I won't falter again, this I swear. I will hold fast to my conviction, and I pray that you will stand with me to the last. Level 90, the Dark Throne, complete. Meanwhile, on the moon of the 13th.
Zeromus is risen, but not yet at full strength. It will take time before the fiend is able to breach the veil. But what is another moment on this long journey I have endured. It remains as fresh as if it were yesterday. Old friend, the memory of your passing and the pain. As I promised you then, I promise you now, they shall sing of Golbez, the hero who shattered the wheel and brought salvation to the world.
Achievement unlocked. You win or you die.